Hi, lovelies. Welcome back to the free weekly reading with me, Sarah Martucci, psychic medium and certified crystal healer and tarot reader. I do a lot of different things. And this is for the week ahead, November the 13th through November the 19th of 2017. Okay, so this is going to be the final week of Scorpio season. Come the 22nd, we're moving into the sign of Sagittarius. We also have a new moon this Saturday. I think it's the 18th. Yeah, in the sign of Scorpio as well. So this is going to be an intense new moon. Let's just say that. So as you guys know, these past couple weeks we've been talking about Scorpio and the different things that they represent. We know that they rule the genitals. We know that these guys are super intense, incredibly psychic. We also know that they're the sign for birth, death, and rebirth, as well as sex. Also, too, that their phrase is, I desire. We've been dealing with a lot of things in Scorpio season, especially surrounding sex, and all those issues there, the darker aspects of stuff, people taking advantage of others. I mean, there's been a rash of high-profile celebrities and people in Hollywood that have been called out, and it's been downright depressing, straight up. It's been really sad and really awful, but also it gave birth to, or maybe it gave the rebirth to the whole Me Too thing as well. So, which I feel like too many people, including myself, are a part of. It's not okay. Shit's got to come to an end. I know I said a couple weeks ago that I hope that we would kind of focus on child sex trafficking. I wish that we would focus on that issue and start to take care of it, because I feel like that's another huge issue and disgusting, awful issue that children should never have to deal with. No one should have to deal with being pretty much stolen and put into a sex trafficking ring. That's straight atrociousness. So I'm hoping within this last week, wouldn't be surprised if that probably comes to the forefront, as well as continuing to oust people for being sexually abusive. So and really too, if you think about Scorpio, these guys are super intense. This is an incredibly powerful sign. So it makes sense to me that they would also go after the most powerful in these different, like in Hollywood. Hopefully we can also take care of the business world and every other sphere that this shit is happening in. It has to stop. But it's a structural thing. It's the thing that we pass down. It's the thing that we teach our children, whether or not we may even realize it. So I'm really hoping with this whole season that, you know, all these things come to light. We're finally in a space where we can kind of face those things as well, and kind of face any hidden pains or anything that happened to us in our childhood or in the past, so that we can face this stuff and work through it in this time together, because there's actually a community. People are standing up and saying something now. And they have been for a while, but I don't think this many people have felt comfortable to say something until this very moment. And I like to think it's in part to the, you know, to the energy influence of the space and the time that we're in. So it makes me happy to be here and to be living in this time and space, because I feel like, okay, this is something I can really get behind. This is something I can really support. Who best to speak out against all this crap than people, including myself, that have had things happen to them. So I don't know, I'm going to try to come at this with as much joy as I possibly can, because as I'm sure a lot of you guys know too, if you've had something like that happen in your life, where you've been sexually abused or assaulted, or you've had any kind of sexual advance made towards you that you didn't want, you know, like it's traumatizing. It's no good. So if I can somehow turn this around and help other people with it, if I can somehow take this pain that I've been through and make people more aware of it so this shit can stop happening, I'm all for it. You know, let's do this. And with this new moon in the sign of Scorpio, this double intensity, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are standing up and really doing something about these serious issues. We've got so many things going on in this world, like so many atrocious, awful, disgusting things. So I know sometimes, guys, it feels like it's overwhelming, and like every week there's something new that's coming up, or some new monster that's rearing its ugly head when we thought it was a friend. So maybe this season too, I'm hoping that we stop putting people on pedestals, that we all just see each other as human beings, for like, and what I've been saying the past couple weeks, that we're all this spectrum of energy. Nobody's all good or all evil, you know, that we maybe start seeing each other as full human beings with the light and the dark within us. And the only way that we can do that is by facing our own. Do you know what I'm saying? So this week, don't shy away. And if things come up for you, just know that you have a community and that you have people to support you. You're not by yourself. And I want to tell you that it's going to be okay. Just trust in this process and know that it's finally time. This is your space to say what you need to and to heal yourself around this issue as well. All right, you guys. All right, so let's pull some cards. Let's see what the cards have to say for us this week, okay? All right. I swear, oh my God, cat hair everywhere. I'm such a cat mom. All right, and if you pick card number 1, this is going to be your card. And if you're going for card number 2, this is going to be your card. And if you pick card number 3, this will be your card. All right. So yeah. Oh, and I'm wearing my Dropkick Murphys shirt. I don't know if you guys can see it. Dropkick Murphys, woo! Feeling the intensity of the week. So just kind of tapping into intense music that I love to listen to. So yeah, just do something this week. If you guys feel like you're crawling out of your skin, get outside, go for a walk. Maybe have sex with your partner. Kind of touch in with the themes of Scorpio season and find ways to express yourself through that. Maybe tap into your intuitive abilities. Maybe grab a deck of tarot cards or oracle cards and start working with them. Do something to kind of touch base with the season and touch base with like, and on the body too, where things are happening. So maybe you go get Reiki and you focus on your root chakra, and healing that space where you feel safe and comfortable and secure in this world, you know? So it's the perfect time to do healing around that stuff and to really ask yourself, what is it that I desire here right now? And how can I find a practical way to kind of approach that? How can I really come at this with all the passion and the intensity that I feel inside of me? And really with this new moon, plant these seeds so that I can take this energy and run with it and do what I want going forward. So don't shy away from the deep, dark stuff, guys. Again, it's going to complete you. It's going to help make you a full-rounded person. And the more that we learn to love all of ourselves, the more we'll be able to turn around and do that for other people too. Do you feel? Okay. All right. So if you pick card number 1, you got the 6 of Wands, and here's your beautiful card. Yeah. 6 of Wands is freaking awesome. This is when wands show up in a reading, they talk about manifestation. What are we creating here? So it's really, all of these cards are always a call to get present, but they're always something different. So with wands, it's saying, get present about your process of your creation here. What are you creating? Are you just doing this? You're just like, whatever, not really focused on it, just making things happen, and you're not very serious about it? Or are you totally focused in and making sure that every little thing that you're putting together here, the foundation that you're laying, has your absolute focus and vision so that you know you're creating something of substance that will last? Do you know what I'm saying? This card, 6, is kind of saying you're in the midst of that journey. There's going to be a huge focus on your relationships this week too, if you see that full moon in the background. So this is going to talk about the relationships, not only with others, but with yourself as well. And something is coming to a completion. You're about ready to... For me, this feels as though whatever you're creating here, a project, this could be a relationship, if it's connected, like a love relationship or a business relationship, you guys are kind of getting to the next level here. I want to say too, there's something about balance this week. If you see the female on either side, she's looking over her shoulder kind of coyly at us, like, hey, what's up? I like how she's looking at us straight up in the eyes, though. There's something here about facing what comes up for you this week, facing what light is kind of shed on the dark issues or dark something that comes up for you. Don't be afraid to face it. Also too, this card makes me feel it's like working with others towards a goal, or working with somebody that will help you, will be a good mirror to you so that you can fully see what's going on with yourself. You can see where to fix a problem. It's like bouncing the information off of other people and other things, so that you can get another perspective on your situation. So don't be afraid to face yourself. Don't be afraid of what maybe you're creating here, and allowing all parts of yourself to kind of be put into this creative project. I mean, Scorpio is kind of like Leo in the sense where they're like, you know, it's all or nothing here. Go big or go home. So if you're going to do this with all of your heart, or don't do it at all, is kind of what this card is saying to me. So, So just know that everything's going to be okay. I want to say congratulations and good job on the work that you have been doing, because Six of Wands is really kind of a celebratory card too. It feels good. It feels really good. But also not being afraid to face the darker aspects of yourself and allow yourself to be a whole person. Don't be afraid of that. Honestly, I feel like there's power in that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're not hiding some part of yourself. You're not refusing to face some part of yourself that may come out in an ugly way later. Because anytime you repress anything, you start to compact it and you don't allow it to be expressed, things start to get rotten and ugly, and it grows in not a good way. So you think that you're putting it away somewhere, but really it's still kind of festering somewhere. So don't allow that this week. Face all those parts of yourself and know that's really where your magic lies, is in being a whole person and allowing every bit and part of yourself to come to the forefront. We need you. We need all of you. So bring your gifts and abilities to the table. And I want to say this week too that your intuition should absolutely be on point. I kind of want to say it should be on fire. So, and really ask yourself, I'd like you guys to ask yourself, what are you creating? What am I creating here? What is my goal? What is my purpose? Last thing I want to say in the card, it's kind of hard to see, but if you see down here, there's 2 swords on either side of her. So there's something here, there's this mental space. So with that perspective deal, it's going to behoove you to get a different, excuse me. It's going to behoove you this week to get a different perspective on your situation if you find that you can't move forward or you're not really sure what to do or where to go. So make sure, pay attention to your mental space. Ask yourself, what am I creating here? And then look for ways this week in which you can improve your relationships, not only with other people, but with yourself. Reminding yourself along the way that you're the one creating your situation. You're the one creating these relationships. You're the one making these plans and making them happen. Even if you don't feel like you're taking a really big role in all of this, please know that you're the one kind of starting the snowball here, snowball effect. So pay attention, tap in, and know that whatever you're creating, it's going to be amazing. Just pay more attention to it, and you'll really be able to push your project or your relationship, whatever you're creating here, really to the heights, guys. And good job. Congratulations. Woo. All right. So if you pick card number 2, you get the 4 of crystals, and here's your beautiful card. This card is always so interesting to me, just because if you notice on there, this guy is like looking down, you know, at the ground. He looks really sad. There's like a sad feeling to this guy, even though all around him, there's all these flowers, all this beautiful growth and fertility going on around him. He's also carrying, let's see if you can see it. You see those 2 orbs in his hands. And if you can look up there, there's another one right there, another one right there. So there's something here about balance this week. And when crystals show up in a reading, they talk about our safety and security. What is it that we need in order to feel safe and secure in this world? Usually that's like money in your pocket, clothes on your back, food in your belly, grounded, practical, logical things. So really there's this feeling there of being more focused on material needs than the really good stuff that's going for you, being unable to see the good that's going on in your life because you're not exactly getting that one thing that you feel like you need. So this is also another card of perspective, making sure that you're seeing all the good stuff that's going on for you, not just the things that you're not getting. You know what I'm saying? And that's so easy. That's so freaking easy to do that, especially when your heart and your mind and your soul is like totally focused on a project or something that you're trying to create, and maybe you're running into obstacles there. So I want to say to you this week, if you find that you're running into obstacles, you find like you can't get ahead, it may have something to do with your perspective and where you're placing all your energy right now. You may have to reel yourself back and ask yourself, what is it that truly makes me feel safe and secure in this world? And maybe it's time to kind of maybe open up that perspective about what safety and security is for you. Maybe now it also involves maybe not just having, you know, the best clothes and the nicest apartment and or house and like TV and all the stuff that you need, but also maybe that starts to involve a happy home life, a happy career, feeling like you have a life vocation and a calling. There's something bigger here that's calling to you, and it's saying, stop looking down, look up. So Yeah, something with perspective there and with balance and balancing what your safety and security is for you. It doesn't have to always just be materialistic and just the physical things. Again, maybe it's also starting maybe a new spiritual practice, something to kind of help you to round yourself out. So yeah, don't be afraid to tap into the different aspects of yourself as well. And I want to say too, last thing on this card, if you notice that little dune in the background, I kind of want to say that's where he kind of came from, was that feeling of that obstacle. But usually when obstacles show up in these cards, it's these ginormous mountains that are pure rock. This thing's sand. So I kind of want to say to you too, whatever obstacle you feel like is holding you back this week is maybe not as bad as you think that it is. Or maybe it's way more... you'll be able to transverse it a lot easier than you think that you'll be able to. So don't fret and don't focus on that fear and that negativity. And I hate it when people say like, just focus on the light. That's all there is. It's bullshit. It's total bullshit. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you're not looking at the full picture here. Make sure to include everything that's going on for you. It's not all shitty right now. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say overall, like, again, you're kind of in the midst of your journey right now. A good way to help you to refocus your energy will to be kind of take a step back and take a wider view on everything that's going on for you and opening up what your idea is of safety and security, I think will help you immensely this week, and kind of maybe re-examining it. Maybe it's changed. Maybe it's totally different than you thought that it was 5 years ago. And that would make sense. And can I say that that's okay? And that should actually be happening? Like every 5 years or so, maybe less than that, you should be reestablishing or reassessing what your safety and security goals are, and then adjusting your course due to that. So don't be afraid this week. Face it. Look up from your issues and see all the beautiful, good things that are going on for you. And I want to say this week should be incredibly fertile for any creative projects that you've got going on. So if you're an artist or a singer, if you do anything creative in a creative capacity, you should be rocking socks this week. So make sure that whatever creative projects that you're working on, go kick some ass, because you're going to have some real power behind it. All right, you guys, good job. All right. And then the final card, if you pulled card number 3, you got the 7 of Wands. And here's your beautiful card. Love this card. I think I probably say it once a week. And each time, sorry guys, I've been kind of sick. I can't seem to get better. I just have this, I think I've had croup since I was 5 years old. Whatever. I don't know. Anyways. I love this card. I think it's amazing. And again, every week I'll pick one card and be like, this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite. This one's definitely my favorite. I love the 7 of Wands. There's this feeling with this card. It's like, man, you're right on the edge of something big happening for you. So I want to say to you, don't give up, or you feel as though this week that like your obstacles are too much. You can't see over. If you see they're on a mountainside, you can't see over your obstacles. It's like, you're right there. Please don't give up. Please keep kicking ass and making sure that you're showing up and doing what you need to. And again, with the wands coming in here, this is talking about a card of manifestation. You're creating something actively here. Pay attention to what you're thinking and you're speaking about, because it all plays a part in what you're doing. There's also this feeling too that it's like kind of biding your time before you get, it's like successful timing or knowing the right moment to act and move on something. So, and again, with this feeling, if you look up in the sky there, those the 6 wands on either side, there's kind of this call for balance again too. So just make sure this week as you're manifesting that you're continually tapping back in. Is this truly what I want? Is this the right direction? If you've got opportunities showing up for you, ask yourself those things. Does this truly fit into my vision? Or am I just saying yes because I'm desperate for work? Look, some of us got to eat, okay? Like some of us got to live this life. So do what you have to for yourself. But if you're in a position to be able to say yes or no to new opportunities showing themselves to you, make sure that you take the time to really review about whether or not you putting your energy into this is really going to help you to get over that obstacle, whatever it is that you feel like you're trying to work through right now. And I want to say too, if you see that tiger with her, look into the tiger as an animal totem and an extra message this week. Something about tigers too. If you think about tigers, tigers will sit in the grass for hours and they will hunt, and they are relentless and they are driven and focused. So there's an extra message this week to have patience, have your eye on the prize, and don't give up. There's something again about successful timing. So pay attention to the timing. You will know the right time to act. You will know the right time to say yes. You will know the right time to say no. So trust yourself too this week and in your own timing as well. Finally, I want to say on this card, well, actually two final things. If you notice the woman in the card, she's holding that wand in her hand. This says to me, to say to you, that the power's in your hands. Don't forget this. You're the one creating the situation. You're the one creating your opportunities because of the work that you're doing and that you've done. So make sure that you take responsibility for the way things are going. If they're not going the exact way that you want them to, reel it back, reassess, and then reapply with your new knowledge to your situation so you can get it moving in the right way that you need it to. But again, really, you're on the verge. This to me feels like the last step right before success, or like you're on the verge of success. So just hold tight. I just, I get nothing but good feelings about this card. Last thing on there. If you notice right above her head, this little, went the wrong way, this little sun right here, this says that your new day is dawning. So this new opportunity, your new chapter, maybe even your new book, maybe even a new life for you is about to start. So again, don't give up, keep pushing forward. You can see your end result. You can feel it. I know that you can. It's like right there within your grasp. So don't give up, keep reaching for it, and know, especially with the emergence of this card, that you're going to get it. As long as you're employing patience and focus, there's nothing that you're not going to be able to overcome and to reach your goals. So good job, you guys. Really, really good job this week. All right. And then the stone that I picked for this week is smoky rutilated quartz, which I think is super beautiful. So let's see if I can get, so it's kind of see-through. Like in some parts it's like clear, and then you've got the smoky end on that side, and then we've got some inclusions of, the rutile. It's the golden. It's so beautiful. So when we think of quartz, it's an amplifier, right? And it's an all healer. It's an amplifier. This is like the master stone, the master crystal. With smoky quartz, this is about grounding and protection. So there's an amplification of grounding and protection, really feeling like you're inside of your body and you're present in this very moment. The emergence of the rutile in the rock talks to me about like these golden threads. It feels like the sun. So it's this cool, this stone is really cool to me in the way that it's grounding and protecting, and it makes you feel good and that you're safe. But there's also with the golden rutile, this feeling of lots of energy, lots of zing. Not only am I grounded and I'm present, but man, I got the energy to make anything happen. So with this new moon, and with new moons, the sky's totally dark. I just like that smoky quartz and that feeling with the rutile there of giving you that punch of energy you need to get your projects and your things done in your life. So if you're finding that you're having a hard time lately going forward, just having the energy to get things freaking done. I know I am. Over here in Portland, it's raining all the time. I love it. I adore the rain. It does not bother me. But energy-wise, I feel totally tired all the time. So this stone has been helping me personally this week to kind of just give me that boost to get through the week. I need that bit of extra golden light in there. And then again, with that safety and protection and just feeling good all over. Because clear quartz will take care of all the chakras. I'm pretty sure smoky quartz is about the root chakra. And then the rutile, I'm guessing that goes with the crown chakra. So it's got you covered all over here, top and bottom. It's just a really great stone for taking care of yourself on the whole. And especially too, if you don't need anything to make you feel jittery, maybe you just need that extra pop of energy or just enthusiasm to get your stuff done, especially during the darkest part of the year. This is your stone this week. And always, always make sure that you grab it a piece that's larger than a quarter in size. The bigger, the better. And with this stone, honestly, you can keep it anywhere on you, on a pocket. If you're classy like me in your bra with your boob stones, you can wear it on a necklace or earrings. And you should be able to find this stone pretty easily if you go onto Etsy or if you go into healingcrystals.com. That's one of my favorite websites to get stones from. They're amazing. And I actually think that's where I got this stone from, was healingcrystals.com. So make sure that you guys visit them and grab your own chunk for yourself today. A website highly recommended by me, and they always give you a free gift every time, which I love. So another reason I would send you their way. Enjoy and tell them that I sent you. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you guys are having a good day today, and that you guys are continually kicking ass. And don't back down this week to whatever shows or rears its ugly head to you. Face it. Face it with all the love that you have inside of your heart, with all the wisdom that you've gathered from every single thing that you've been through. Bring it to the table this week, you guys. And we have a beautiful chance to start over again and to start a new beginning and to really face these ugly things that maybe have happened in our past, maybe around our sexuality, maybe around, I don't know, maybe death, maybe about death in our life, maybe about rebirthing ourselves, maybe about what it is that we truly desire in this world. So don't be afraid to face it and know that you're in good company and reach out for help as needed. And remember, this is your week. Make it an amazing one. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.